All right, what's up, everybody? It's Alex Ortiz. Today, I have someone very special with me. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, everybody. My name is Abel Viera. I work and own Consult AVC. We are a credit repair company, and that's what we help do. We help people fix and repair their credit.
So today's topic, everyone, is about fixing your credit or understanding your credit. We're going to go through 5 topics briefly. Hopefully, we can get this done in 5 minutes because you know me, I like good information quick, and then you can call this guy for more information in regards to credit, how to improve your score, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. His information will be down below, email, website, and phone number. You can contact Abel. So Abel, let's just jump right into it. First with a disclaimer, make sure to do your own research. This is just advice. This is our own opinion. We're not held liable, blah, blah, blah. You know
Sounds good. And that's very, very sound advice. Always do your own research.
So number one, Abel, I got to ask this question. How can we understand our credit? What is the credit score?
A credit score is basically based up of 5 things. It is your payment history, your debt, length of credit history, your new credit, and types of credit accounts. Payment history is about 35%. Your debt's about 30% of that. Length of history is about 15%. New credit and types of credit is both 10%. The main one is your payment history. That's the number one thing that you need to take care of. Payment history is the most vital. And the least vital on that is your types of credit and new types of credit, like getting inquiries.
Okay, so basically, to sum up that first question, you're basically saying to understand your credit is basically it's a report of your how good you are at paying back your debt, right?
That is the number one thing.
Okay, so that's the number one thing about understanding your credit. I think that's a really great answer. Let's move on to number two because I think that right there just kind of answers it in itself, and I'm sure that you can go into detail about each and every one of those. Right?
We'll be here for a while.
Number two. This is a big question I think I get from people who are interested in buying homes or possibly even renting, or sometimes, friends just wanting to purchase a car or whatever. How can someone improve or fix their credit?
First things first, I'm gonna reiterate this again. Pay your bills on time. That is number one. I'm telling you, payment history is a very huge factor to your credit score. Number two, I would say establish credit early on. The length of your credit is also key. The longer you have a good payment history, the more likely you're a suitor for lenders to give you loans or credit cards. Three, don't max out your current credit cards. Utilization is also something that they look at. It's basically, are you responsible with your credit? Four, I would say don't apply for too much credit also. People also go kind of crazy. I'll get offers for this, I'm going to apply. Every time you apply, they give you what's called a hard inquiry, and that affects your credit. You look like you're kind of desperate, so therefore a lot of lenders get turned off by that.
So there's only sometimes that you don't get a hard inquiry, and that's when you're applying for a home loan. That's a soft inquiry, so I just want to put that out there.
No, and I said hard inquiry. It was when
people don't know the difference between a hard inquiry and a soft inquiry.
Correct.
And I always say, listen, if you're applying for credit cards, if you're applying for cars, those are typically something that's hard on your credit. When you're applying for a loan, they understand that living is important, so it's a very soft inquiry. Right?
Correct. Yeah, hard inquiries are not good. Soft pulls, perfectly fine. That's why I do recommend always, when you're before applying for a credit card, most oftentimes they have a pre-approval section, and this way it's a soft pull, so you kind of get an idea if you would get approved or not. Now that's not a guarantee because it's still based on your approval of your credit score. And so we said don't apply for a lot of credit cards. Five, I would say, you must be consistent when you're filing for credit. A lot of times people don't understand that. Yeah, let's say you have, like for me, my name is Abel Viera, but my actual, I have a junior. I don't ever use it. So therefore, when I apply, I consistently don't use the junior part. And I'm consistent with when they ask you your income, a lot of people like to say, oh, for this, I make 50,000. Oh, for this, I'm going to put 100,000. That all is kind of filed, and they look at that, and it's basically of a good deeds kind of recommendation. And so kind of be consistent when you're applying for credit. And six, this is very important. Check your credit report. Definitely get your credit report. You're allowed one free one a year due to the Fair Care Act. Always look at that because there's errors on it and it could be affecting your score.
Okay, so that was how to basically improve and fix your credit, right? Just
Yes.
very
And
simple.
maintain your credit.
So basically, if there were two words that you could say in regards to how to improve or maintain your credit, what would it be?
Two words. Uh, Again, I would say payment history is probably your number one thing, and like be responsible with it. Now, if you got $1,000 limit on a credit card, don't spend $1,000. You want to stay in about the 30% utilization range. The sweet spot is about 10 to 20% of that. So if you have 1,000,
Words.
200 is your limit.
So basically, you say be responsible and be consistent.
Exactly.
Okay. So we'll sum it up there. All right, let's move on to our third question. My third question that I have for you: how can someone get started with establishing credit? So there are a lot of young individuals who are graduating high school. They're getting offers in the mail, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. What do you recommend? How should you get started with establishing your credit?
Again, I would say apply for like store credit, like like a Kohl's or a gas credit card. Doesn't mean you're gonna get approved just because you're new. And if you don't get approved there, second, I would ask a cosigner, like a parent or guardian or a friend. Oftentimes people are going to tell you no. So if that doesn't work, I would do what's called getting a secured credit card where you make a deposit and that sets your credit limit. And you start there and you establish some credit in about, I would say anywhere from about 6 months to 12 months, you'll start to establish something and then you'll be able to get an unsecured credit card. And make sure you open a checking account and don't acquire any overdraft fees. Be responsible because oftentimes the bank yourself, they'll be like, hey, we have a client here that has a good standing checking account. Let's offer him a credit card or him or her. I'm sorry. A credit card.
You only got $20 left. Don't begin that $12 Wingstop piece.
Yeah, it comes down to responsibility. It really is. I hate to keep.
No, that's okay. But
yeah,
what were the two words that we just said? Consistency and responsibility. Is that what
you got it? You got it.
That's what it boils down to. All right, fourth question. I think we're good on that topic, right? For now, obviously, I want to contact you because we can probably go on for day on credit repair. There's seminars about this kind of stuff, right?
Definitely.
Okay, cool. Number two, what do we write down here? What not to do. So if you can just name down maybe the top three things what you should not do with your credit.
Okay. Again, do not miss payments.
Do not miss payments.
Do not miss payments. Do not apply for a bunch of credit cards.
Okay.
And like again, be responsible with your spending habits. Like don't max out your credit cards. Those would be my top three things. Pay your payment history. So be on time with your payments. Don't apply for a lot because you're requiring hard inquiries because it puts off lenders. And don't max out your credit cards.
Perfect. Now the last question that I have for you before we say goodbye to everybody, and then everybody hand everybody your contact information so they can blow you up and contact you is can you just explain to us what exactly is a good credit score and what is not a good credit score?
Yeah, I can give you a range. Typically, if you have a 620 or below, you're in the range of poor credit and you're not going to get approved for a lot of things. If you have a 620 to a 660, you're average. You might get approved for some credit, but your interest rates are going to be very high. 660 to 720, you will get approved more likely for credit or loans, but again, your interest rates are going to be high. So you want to be typically in about a 720 and above, and that's when that's really going to affect your basically it'll save you money on your interest rates. 720 and above is where you really want to be.
Okay. Now you and I privately have had conversations on how someone can get to that 720, and there's even 800 FICO score, right?
850 is the perfect score, correct?
Okay. So I mean, obviously, I want people to contact you because there's a method to it. I'm sure. I mean, like we said before, we can go on about it probably for quite a few hours. So I think you answered those questions pretty well. I mean, understand
I try my best.
how to fix and improve your credit, how to really get started with credit, what not to do, and last but not least, what's a good score, basically understanding your credit score. Dude, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you think you could add that might be helpful for someone to reach out and contact you?
Yes, again, my name is Abel Viera. My website is consultabc.com. When I mentioned earlier about secure credit card, there is a link on there so if you want to get started with secure credit, there is information on there. Uh, yeah, you can reach me there. All my information will be on that website.
Perfect, perfect. So one more time, what's your email address?
You can email me at Abel, ABEL, at consultabc.com. And the website,
V as in Victor.
AV as in Victor, C.com. So consult A as in Apple, V as in Victor, C as in cat.com.
Okay, great. And your phone number to reach
Phone
out?
number is 833-282-4850.
Awesome, awesome. Well, man, I appreciate you. I hope people will contact you you can help them out to get their credit repaired, fixed up, or just answer any questions. I know that you're always willing to talk and just help people, help the community out. So
I really appreciate this, Alex. Thank you for having me on. And yes, I definitely look forward to helping some people, fix and repair their credit. This way, they can get the things that they need in life, whether it's a car, house, or, just, getting their their finances in order.
awesome, awesome. All right, brother. Well, thank you so much. Take care. Enjoy. Make sure to click down the links below to get information in regards to his services. Take care, everyone.
All right. Peace out, man. Take care.